All right. What's your name and what costume are you in?
My name is Vixen, and I'm dressed up as Mello from Death Note.
Now, Death Note's been out for a long time. What do you think makes it such a compelling anime 20 years later?
I think because it talks a lot about like the justice system and morality as a whole, it kind of makes the viewer think for themselves what their morals are. So I feel like it can connect with a lot of different generations.
So it's not because there's a notebook that kills people.
I mean, that's part of it, but like if you want to think about it in a more intellectual sense. But yeah.
I see your point. There's
Yeah.
more to it than that. Otherwise,
Exactly.
can you imagine if like another writer took that concept and used it? It wouldn't have been as good, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I totally agree. But
Okay, give me your top three anime of all time.
um, Death Note, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Sword Art Online because well, I'm biased. That's my first anime, although a lot of people don't like it.
Okay, why those three? What compels you about?
um, Death Note, as I mentioned before, Jujutsu Kaisen, the characters are hot. Are hot. JoJo is very hot. Gojo. And Sword Art Online was my first anime. I feel like it's a really good one to get into, at least for the first season. So I would recommend that one for your like a first anime.
What do you think about Sword Art Online and Solo Leveling? Aren't they like the same thing?
Um, that's a good question for my little brother. He actually really loves Solo Leveling, and I haven't really watched it.
Everyone seems to these days.
I know, right? I think I like Sword Art because it has a little bit of romance in it, and I'm a little bit of a hopeless romantic, while Solo Leveling really doesn't. So it just depends whether you want more action. I would go with Solo Leveling, and if you want a little bit more character story, Sword Art Online.
Okay, he's a 10, but he doesn't like anime. Would you date?
That's a two. He would have to deal with me watching anime all the time, so not great for me.
So it drops him by 8 points.
Yep, yep.
Well, you'd still give him a chance.
Nah, just yeah, just a little bit. One date maybe. We'll see.
What if he's 5, but then he likes anime? How many points does that jump him up by?
um, a seven.
Okay, 2 points.
Yeah.
I would expect it like less, like zero point 0.5 or something.
You
But
know, looks aren't everything to me. It's more like, do we get along and can we watch things together?
yeah, that'd be kind of awkward if you're like, I want to watch this, and he's like, No, that's for kids. I want to watch CSI.
I'll be like, okay, well that's lame. So I'm gonna watch Death Note, which is the cooler version of that. So
That is true. It is kind of like CSI.
exactly, yeah.
All right. For anyone out there who's never watched anime, what would you say to them to convince them to give it a try?
Um, you know, just like get the idea that it's just for kids like out of the way. Like really look at the story. Think of it as if there's real life people in those roles. Like, would you like the story still? Um, and I mean, the animation is cool in general, so support artists.
Very well said. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Do you want us to tag you?